Thomas Holt Douglas, President and CEO of JMARK Business Solutions. These are defining moments in my life. The first one that I should talk about is when I met my wife. In many business owners' worlds, there is a lot of conflict at home when you're trying to be an entrepreneur and trying to run a business or develop a business. And I had the opportunity to meet my wonderful wife, who absolutely helped me to put my hands around the financial challenges associated with JMARK when we first got involved with it as an owner at an ownership level in 2001. If it was not for her guidance and leadership and her ability to dissect the financial aspects of the business, we never would have made it. When I was in the Navy, I learned exactly what not to do as a leader. At that point in time, I was new in the military. I was very intimidated. It was very difficult for me to understand how to be successful. I had no idea what I wanted to do long term. But when I watched this lieutenant interact with the people in the environment, it was an immediate alarm for me in what I never wanted to become. He was an individual who treated people poorly, who screamed at them. We had a deadline to get a bunch of things moved in a certain period of time, and a bunch of logistics were counting on it, but refused to get down, get his hands dirty. All he wanted to do was scream, walk away, pat himself on the back for a job well done that he didn't actually facilitate, and treated everyone horribly. I realized at that point that one of the most important things in any kind of an environment is that everything that matters is, or the only thing that matters is people first. If you don't put people in front of all the other challenges and issues that you run into in business and in life, ultimately you're going to fail, because if you're not taking care of those that you count on, they ultimately won't take care of you. I would say a third key turning point or aha moment, if you will, for me was when I was reading Turn the Ship Around by David Marquette. In that book, he shares the concept of leader-leader and the idea that everyone in an organization can be a leader. It doesn't matter if you have the title or not. It's a mentality, it's a thought process, and it's a confidence. And he shares the idea of climbing that leadership ladder and going from an environment from tell me what to do to one of this is what I intend to do, or this is what I have just done. In our organization, we share that book with everyone who comes to work at JMARK, because we want them to know that they have the ability to be a leader in their own right, and they don't have to live in a world of tell me what to do, but they can live in a world where they understand what needs to be done, and they have the opportunity to do those things without being told, because they have the desire and the intent to be successful. The last defining moment that I think would be worthy to share with you is in coming to the realization that mistakes aren't always bad. They're humbling, they're hard, and they're difficult to overcome. But whether I'm dealing with a client where we've made a mistake, or I'm dealing with an employee or a vendor where we've made a mistake, I learned a really long time ago that the best thing to do is to take a humble approach to honesty and tell the client exactly what has occurred, not trying to cover it up. And if that means that it costs us some business or credibility or whatever the case may be, that'll come full circle, because being transparent and honest with our clients, no matter what the circumstances or how hard they are to have those conversations, is much more important to maintain your integrity and to be able to sleep at night, to be able to make sure that you never have things haunting you down the road. And I've seen that happen too many times. And so as we have incurred challenges and growth and made those mistakes, I've always made sure that our team has taken the approach of candor and honesty and humility in any of those situations.